What's up everyone, my name is Alex Kouras, and in today's video I've got my brother in the chair and I'm gonna be giving him a super nice mid-fade short length haircut. So as you guys can see, my man's looking like a full-fledged wolf, so I'm about to clean up his life and make him look super nice. So starting off, I'm gonna be using the lever open position with the no guard on. So no guard, lever completely open, and I'm just gonna be going up right around the middle of his eyebrows and then curving it once I get towards his ear down to his occipital ridge on the back of his head, and of course do the same exact thing on both sides. For the second guideline, I'm going to be using the number 1 guard with the lever completely open, and I'm going to be going up a full 1 inch around the entire head, and this is going to make things really easy when I go in and fade the hair because I'm giving myself a good amount of room. And knowing my brother and knowing his hair type, I know it's a little bit challenging to actually like blend the hair and fade properly, so I'm giving myself ample amount of room for error, so therefore I can go in and fix it later on. So now using the number 2 guard lever open, I'm just going to be doing the same exact thing, going up a full inch from the previous guideline. So now using the half guard with the lever completely open, I'm going to be going in and basically softening up that hard line. Like I mentioned before, my brother's hair is very difficult to work with. So if you're cutting someone's hair and their hair type is somewhat similar, you're going to need to soften the hair first, soften the hard line first, and then go in with the lever closed and take out the hard line completely here. So whether you're using the corners or you're flicking out the hard line from underneath the hard line, softening up the hard line is always one of the best ways to go about removing the hard line first and then closing the lever with the half guard to completely remove the hard line. So right here you guys can see what softening the hard line does with the half guard lever open. There's definitely a much less distinct hard line, and then right here I close the lever completely, and now you can see that the hard line starting to fade into the blend and you're not really seeing the hard line as much. So definitely soften up the hard line and then close the lever completely to completely get rid of that hard line. Now using the number 1.5 guard with the lever closed, I'm going up and I'm just going to be tackling that second hard line that I put in with the number 2 guard lever open. If you guys are liking this video so far, drop a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm all about do-it-yourself work and saving money as much as possible without taking any of the quality away from the work that I do. Leave a comment as well and let me know what your favorite part of the haircut is. So now we're going to be using the thinning shears to go in and blend the fade in with the length on top. So using the thinning shears is probably one of my favorite things to do, especially because it's kind of like using one of those tools that always cleans up the mess made by another tool. So for example, if you do mess up with any of the guards, or you feel like the guards didn't do as good of a job that they should have, using the thinning shears, for me at least, has always been like the key savior to the haircut that I've been giving. So it's always one of the best tools that I use, and it's one of my favorite tools to use to completely bring together the blend, and they're very cheap. So if you guys don't have a pair of thinning shears, highly recommend you get some. So next we're going to be using the shears, the actual hair cutting scissors, and going in and completely blending in the top to the side. So that includes taking off a decent amount of length. So I'm just going in around the perimeter of his hair first, and then I'm going to be working my way towards the center to even out all of the hair, making it longer in the front and shorter in the back. So the key to cutting the length on top is really just going over multiple times all of the different sections. So whether you're working from the front to the back, or you're working from the side to the side, the key to cutting the length on top is going over with the comb multiple times each section to make sure that everything is as even as possible. And to do that, you have to go from side to side, from the left side all the way to the right side, and then from the front all the way to the back. So use your comb appropriately and cut any of the long hairs that shouldn't be there so that everything is as even as possible. So now moving on to the facial hair, I'm just going to be lining up my brother's beard, starting from the top and kind of flipping the trimmers upside down, and then like pushing the trimmer into the hair and kind of molding the hair into the position that I want it to be in. So if necessary, you definitely want to cut along the ear on the side of the head as well to get any of those loose hairs that kind of like shoot inward toward the ear. You definitely don't want that, so you want to make sure that's as even as possible and that's trimmed up as well. So now I'm just going in and cleaning the neck portion of the beard and making everything really come together and make it as clean as possible. So not gonna lie, I was definitely a little upset when I saw the camera bugging right here because I love my zooms, but your boy's fat head was in the way. And there again, so the camera started bugging. But you guys can definitely see that the beards is starting to come together, and it's really making the haircut look really nice. Alright you guys, so now we are completely done with the haircut, so take off the cape and smack that bad boy in the air to get all that hair out. So here's my brother in the before. My man was looking super messy, just all like full-fledged wolf, like desperate need of a haircut. And I came in and I gave him that blessed cut. You guys, this is the final look. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. If you like the haircut, if you don't like the haircut, make sure you guys leave a like as well for that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to never miss any of my new weekly videos. If you guys are interested in learning how to cut hair just like this, whether you're doing it for yourself or someone else, check out my self-record course linked in the description down below. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace!